Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CarriersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic science and technology. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. You will be learning multiple things that will be benefiting in your preparation. So let's start. First question is, name the union minister who recently launched the e-resource web portal of the Interstate Council Secretariat. So name the minister. He is our home minister also. So right option is Amit Shah. Correct. He recently launched a e-resource web portal for the Interstate Council Secretariat. This is e-resource web portal. Correct. And this portal is a basically collection of important documents like your agendas, the resolutions of meetings, what were the outputs of the meetings. So this e-resource web portal will contain all those final outcomes of those meetings, and this will help the central ministries, state governments, union territories, right, to make better decision and make better policies for the general population. So right option is Amit Shah. Next, which metro railway has recently become a part of elite group of metros that have shifted from steel third rail to aluminium third rail? It is Kolkata Metro Rail. Stay all right. So Kolkata Metro Railway under the Ministry of Railways, right? They have decided to use composite aluminium third rail in their all the upcoming corridors. Right? With this metro railway, Kolkata will become the part of the elite group of the metros that have shifted from steel third rail to aluminium third rail. Right? And this a third rail, this is a method of providing electric power to the trams or your trains. Next is, which company has recently launched DSC A20 Yard 325, that is the first diving support craft for the Indian Navy? Tell me, which is that organization that has recently launched DSC A20, that is Yard 325, that is the first diving support craft for the Indian Navy? This was launched by TRSL, that is Titagarh Rail Systems Limited. Correct. And this is a diving support craft. This was launched for the Indian Navy, and this was launched at location is also important, Titagarh Shipyard. And where is this Titagarh Shipyard? This is located in West Bengal. Correct. And this will be one of the first 5 DSC vehicles to be delivered to the Indian Navy, and the total contract for all these 5 vessels will be 175 crore rupees. Correct. Next, name the company that recently introduced a high resolution aerial drone based synthetic aperture radar, that is your SAR system. So this synthetic aperture radar system was launched by which organization? And this is a high resolution aerial drone based system. Correct. So what is the name of that space tech startup company that have launched this SAR system of the aerial drone based SAR system? This was launched by, right option, option 5 here, Galaxy. Right, Galaxy. Right, this is the space tech startup. They have launched this high resolution aerial drone based synthetic aperture radar system. Right, this will be first such technology developed by any private company in India, and this is Galaxy that they have launched this synthetic aperture radar system. Next, in August, the 7th Nilgiri class stealth frigate of Project 17A of Indian naval ship Dash was launched at the Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, which is that 7th Nilgiri class stealth frigate of Project 17A of the Indian Navy ship Dash, that is INS Mahendragiri. If we talk about INS Mahendragiri, remember this was launched at Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And this INS Mahendragiri is the 7th and the last stealth frigate of Project 17A of the Indian Navy, and it is also the 4th frigate that will be constructed by Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, that is MDL. Right, correct this, MDL, Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Then remember this Mahendragiri, this frigate has been named after a mountain peak that is in Eastern Ghats, that is located in Odisha. And the length of it is 149 meters with a width of 17.8 meters, where the launch weight will be of 3450 tons and is capable of reaching a speed of 28 knots. Next, SpaceX has launched 22 of their Starlink internet satellites into low Earth orbit through Dash rocket from Florida in the USA. So, which is the rocket, or if I ask you in a different way, which is the very famous rocket of SpaceX that carries all the launches for them, or most of the launches, or 99% of the launches for them? It is Falcon 9 rocket, right? And SpaceX, it became, or this is the company for which this is Falcon 9 associated with, or Falcon 9 is the rocket of the SpaceX. SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk. Elon Musk is also the owner of X now, that is your Twitter, that was formerly known as Twitter, and Elon Musk purchased Twitter for $44 billion almost, right? And right now, if we talk about the valuation of Twitter, it has been reduced to half, that is almost 22 to 24 billion dollar. Next thing, remember Elon Musk is also the owner of Starlink, that is providing internet connection via satellite. They are forming constellation into the low Earth orbit around the Earth. Then next thing, similar kind of company to that of Starlink is your OneWeb. It is owned by UK, and recently OneWeb India, they have been granted permission to start satellite internet connection in India, right? So it is your SpaceX that using their Falcon 9 rocket, they took 22 satellites of Starlink into the low Earth orbit recently, and it was launched from United States of America, that is from Florida in USA. Next, name the company that has been partnered with Bharat Electronics Limited to launch Indrajal, that is the India's first AI enabled counter drone. So this Indrajal, this was launched by Hyderabad, Telangana based company, that is Greeny Robotics, right? They have recently partnered with Bharat Electronics Limited, and it was to launch Indrajal. Correct. This is the first AI enabled counter drone system. Counter drone system, that means this will be tackling all the UAVs, that is unmanned aerial vehicles, your small fighter jets, helicopters, drones, right, that will be flying in a particular area where it will be or we can say they will be threat to that particular area, right? And this Indrajal is similar to that of Iron Dome system of Israel, right? And it has been developed by Greeny Robotics, that is in Hyderabad, Telangana, or it is a startup in Hyderabad, Telangana. And this Indrajal, this will be AI based, correct? That means it will be driven by artificial intelligence. Next, which company has recently partnered with Bharat Drone Association and National Drone Pilot Association to launch the Equality Drone Training Program? It is Garuda Aerospace, right? Garuda Aerospace, along with Bharat Drone Association and National Drone Pilot Association, they have launched the Equality Drone Training Program. That is Equality Drone Training Program. Right? Where was this launched? This was launched in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, along with Garuda Aerospace. This will be a 10-day long program that is specifically designed for the persons with disability to offer them free of cost training, education and skill development for this drone. Right? Mark this. Then who is the founder and chief executive officer of Garuda Aerospace? That is Agnishwar Jayaprakash. And this Garuda Aerospace, it was founded in 2015. Next, which space agency, along with Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Limited, they have launched the HIIA launch vehicle number 47, carrying X-ray astronomical satellite, X-ray imaging and spectroscopy mission, that is XRISM, and lunar lander, smart lander, for investigating moon, that is SLIM. So, who was carrying this XRISM and SLIM? Which is that space agency that was carrying this? So it is your JAXA, that is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. They were carrying this, right? And this rocket was launched from Japan. Correct? And with this, Japan became the 5th country to soft land on the moon, right? 5th country. Which was the 4th country? It was our India, right, to land on moon, and India became the first country to land near the south pole of the moon, right? Next, name the defense sector that recently tested the efficacy and foolproof functioning of the military combat parachute system. It is Indian Air Force, right? Indian Air Force tested the efficacy and foolproof functioning of the military combat parachute system that is indigenously designed and developed by ADRDE, that is your Aerial Delivery Research and Development Establishment. Correct? And this ADRDE, this is an arm, or we can say research and development lab of DRDO. Correct? So it was done by Indian Air Force. Next, name the tactical nuclear attack submarine that has recently launched by North Korea. So what is the name of it? It is Hero Kim Kun Ok. Right? This is the name of the tactical submarine or tactical nuclear attack submarine that was recently launched by North Korea. Right? It was named Hero Kim Kun Ok, or this was submarine number 841. Right? Next, which company has recently signed a master ship repair agreement with the government of USA to repair US naval vessels? It is Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. This is a public sector undertaking that comes under Ministry of Defense, and they have recently signed MSRA. What is this MSRA? That is your master ship repair agreement, right? And this was signed with the government of USA, and it was basically so that the ships can be repaired, right? So which company it is? Our Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. They signed this master ship repair agreement so that the ships can be repaired and maintained, and this was done by along with USA, right? Next, if we talk about Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, correct, this is a private limited company that was established in 1934 in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, which institute has recently signed an MOU with the Indian Space Research Organization for the capacity building the areas of mineral resources and disaster management within the framework of National Natural Resource Management System Program. I repeat myself. Which institute recently signed an MOU with ISRO for capacity building in the areas of the mineral resources and disaster management with NNRMS, that is your National Natural Resource Management System Program. What is the name of that institute? It is your Geological Survey of India Training Institute, right? Where is this located? This is located in Hyderabad, Telangana, and they have signed this 5 years or MOU for 5 years with ISRO, correct, in Bangalore, Karnataka, as a part of their National Natural Resource Management System. What will be the primary objective or the aim of this MOU? It is capacity building through the generation of the skilled workforce in the application of digital imaging and processing of system. And in which field? In the field of mineral exploration, right? So that skilled laborers can be made, or various skills can be provided to those people in this particular area. Next, name the device that has been recently developed by ISRO to enhance the safety of fishermen during the sea expedition. It is Nab Mitra, right? ISRO, they have successfully tested the innovative device that is named Nab Mitra. This was developed by ISRO Space Application Center, SAC. This is located in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, correct? And this device aims to enhance the safety of the fishermen during their sea expedition. And the testing of this Namitra took place in Kollam, Kerala. In Kollam, Kerala. Right? This device was installed on a fishing vessel and it was tested in the presence of various scientists and fishermen. Correct? And this Navmitra, this operates on the basis of the satellite communication, and it is a two-way communication, and this will be helping to bridge the gap between the sea and a shore. Right? So this is a communication device that will be helping the fishermen during their sea expedition. Next, name the organization that has recently launched two resources designed, that is fourth version of Preventing Suicide, a resource for media professionals 2023 update, and a policy brief on the health aspects of decriminalization of suicide and suicide attempts to strengthen the suicide prevention efforts. So we are talking about two things, right? Two resources. First is your fourth version of Preventing Suicide and a policy brief on the health aspects of decriminalization of suicide. Correct? This was launched by which organization? It is WHO, World Health Organization. The resources provide important guidance on two areas that are critical to suicide prevention. Correct? Effects, namely responsible reporting of those suicides by the media, and decriminalization of the suicide and the suicide attempts. According to WHO, report was released that stated that 1 in every 100 deaths globally are by suicide. This affects more than 7 lakh individuals globally. It can be because of the family, friends, right? And remember, this is the fourth leading cause of death in 15 to 29 years of age. Next, which company has recently signed a memorandum of understanding with ISRO and InSpace to support the space tech innovations through cloud computing? It is AWS, Amazon Web Services India, right? This is the organization that has tied up with ISRO and InSpace. Correct? They have tied with ISRO and InSpace in order to support the space tech innovations through cloud computing. Here, this cloud computing will be providing or will be collaborating with artificial intelligence, then machine learning, right? And all these things, all these services, all these skills will be provided to those people, right? So which company? That is Amazon Web Service, AWS. They signed this MOU with ISRO and InSpace to support the space tech innovation through cloud computing, and also they will be providing skills to the individuals. Mark this also. All those people who are working in this particular area, they will be provided with skills by AWS. Next, the Airport Authority of India inducted 2 new aircraft with advanced state-of-the-art flight inspection system into their flight inspection units fleet to carry out calibration of ground navigation and landing aids. Which is the name of that 2 aircraft? That is B360, right? So Airport Authority of India, they have inducted this 3B360 with advanced state-of-the-art flight inspection system into the flight inspection units fleet to carry out calibration of ground navigation and landing aids. Next, SpaceX, they have launched 22 satellites of Starlink internet into low Earth orbit through Dash rocket from Florida, USA. So it is Falcon 9 rocket. Next, in September, Indian Air Force successfully tested the indigenously developed Type 5 heavy drop system multi-space stage parachute from a cargo aircraft. Which company has manufactured this parachute? This was manufactured by whom? It was manufactured by which organization? That is Airbornics Defense and Space Private Limited. Correct? They have recently tested the indigenously developed Type 5 heavy drop system. Right? This is a what? This is basically a here you can see heavy drop system. It is a parachute. Correct? This parachute, remember, can weigh up to 20 tons. right? And this is made up of special aluminium, and it has been developed by Aeronautics Defense and Space Private Limited. Next, Manoj Ahuja, Secretary of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, launched the mobile application at the web portal for General Crop Estimation Survey. Right? Question asked to you here is, Manoj Ahuja, who is the Secretary of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, launched the mobile application and a web portal for General Crop Estimation Survey to dash. What was the aim? What was the reason of it to launch it? It was to transform the agriculture practices across India. Right? The development has been made to enhance research, scope, and outcome of the government actions in the course of development. This piloting of this app and portal is planned in 12 states. That means it will be launched on a pilot basis in 12 states to transform the agriculture practices across India. And this portal and this mobile application has been developed by GCES, that is General Crop Estimation Survey, along with Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Next is name the personality who has recently launched the first of its kind vigilance compliant information management system portal to enable the people to file graft complaints against the government employees. Tell me, who is the personality who has recently launched this first of its kind vigilance compliant information management system portal to enable the people to file grant complaints against the government employees? So he will be Vinay Kumar Saxena, who is the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. This will be what basically will be the benefit here. Here the complaints can be related to the vigilance, corruption, demand or bribes. These will provide transparency, and this portal will monitor the complaints and will also provide speedy action. Right? So this was launched by Vinay Kumar Saxena, and this is basically so that the people can file the corruption related reports or corruption related charges against any government employee who is not providing full duty. Next, in which country a group of archaeologists has recently discovered the evidence of the world's oldest wooden structure dating back 4,76,000 years ago? So it is Zambia. Right? Zambia, this is the country where recently archaeologists they have discovered evidence of the world's oldest wooden structure that was dating back to 4,76,000. Right? Mark this. Next, name the country that has recently unveiled the 5th generation main battle tank Merkava Mark V barrack, which translates to lightning in Hebrew. So this Mark Mark V, right? This means lightning, and this was launched by Israel, right? Which is that country that has recently unveiled the 5th generation main battle tank, that is Merkava Mark V barrack. That means lightning in Hebrew. This was launched by Israel. And Israel is the country that is in war with right now with Hamas. And they are fighting over, or they are launching various attacks over the Gaza Strip. Iron Dome system is also of Israel. Next, in which state third missile cum ammunition barge of the Indian Navy Yard 77 was launched by Commander G. Ravi in September 2023? It was launched by Andhra Pradesh, right? Where was this launched? It was launched in Andhra Pradesh, right? So in Andhra Pradesh, the third missile cum ammunition barge of the Indian Navy Yard 77 was launched by Commander G. Ravi in September 2023. This barge is constructed under the classification rules of the Indian Register of Shipping with a service life of almost 30 years. Next, which company has recently introduced its Android earthquake alert system in India in collaboration with NDMA, NCS and the Ministry of Earth Science? This is Google, right? Google, they have recently introduced their Android earthquake alert system. This was launched in India, and for this Google collaborated with NDMA and National Center for Seismology along with the Ministry of Earth Science. This was launched so that the earthquake warning can be provided to the people in advance, correct? And the users of this should use Androids above Android 5 for receiving the updates on these earthquakes. Next, which country has recently launched the first domestically built submarine that was named Haikon? So this Haikon was launched by Taiwan, correct? And it is Taiwan's first domestically built submarine named Haikon. And Haikon means a mystical sea creature in Chinese, right? And this Haikun was built with a total cost of $1.5 billion, $1.53 billion. Next, China recently launched a new remote sensing satellite that was named Yaogan 33D into space using Dash rocket. So it was Long March 4C, right? This is the name of the new remote sensing satellite, Yaogan 33D, and they have launched into space using this rocket, that is Long March 4C. Correct? This is a carrier rocket, and using this Yaogan 33D was launched into space. This Yaogan 33D will be used for various science experiments and land surveys, even crop yield estimation also. Next, name the country that recently launched a third military imaging satellite, that is Noor 3. Noor 3 is of Iran. Right? So this Noor 3 is of Iran. It was launched by Iran, Noor 3. Correct? If asked about Noor, Noor was also launched by Iran, and it was Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps that has successfully launched this third edition of this military imaging satellite, Noor 3. It was launched into low Earth orbit at 450 kilometers into the orbit. So friends, these are your important current affairs for science and technology for the September month. I hope the session was up to the mark. If you find the session interesting, all you have to do is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Now, for more and to get for better learning, let's go for some revision current affairs. They will be very beneficial for your learning. So let's start. The first question is, which edition of Bengal Global Business Summit was held in Kolkata, West Bengal? So remember, it is the edition it is being asked to us, and this West Bengal Global Summit or Global Business Summit, where was this held? Location is already mentioned that it was in Kolkata, West Bengal. Next thing is, when it was held on 21st and 22nd of November. Then next thing is being asked is the edition. Which edition was it? It was the 7th edition of this Bengal Global Business Summit held in Kolkata, West Bengal. This particular summit brought together business leaders, academians, entrepreneurs, think tanks across the globe with an objective to make the business alliance and industrial ecosystem more eco-friendly, to make it more friendly, not just by protecting the environment, but also in order to make sure that all of them are stayed connected together and together they moves ahead. Right? And this was the 7th edition of this. And during this only, remember, Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of West Bengal, announced that the West Bengal attracted an investment of 3.76 lakh crore, which includes signing 188 MOUs. Next is your exercise Surya Kiran. This is held between India and which country? So exercise Surya Kiran, right? Exercise Surya Kiran, first of all, remember this is held between India and Nepal, right? So right option is option 2. Exercise Surya Kiran is held between India and Nepal, and this was the 17th edition of exercise Surya Kiran. This can also be written as in numerals, right? So then question can be asked, this Surya Kiran was held between which force of these two countries? So it is army. That is Indian Army and Nepal Army took part in this exercise. This will be conducted from 24th of November till 7th of December. Correct? Now another interesting question becomes is, what is the location where this particular exercise Surya Kiran will be held? So this time the 17th edition of this exercise will be conducted in India in the Uttarakhand region. And this exercise was the first time started in 2011, and since then every year we are observing this exercise. Last year the 16th edition of that exercise was conducted in Nepal. That was in 2022, and now in 2023 this exercise is conducted in Uttarakhand. Then apart from this, friends, remember from India which contingent took part in this exercise? So remember, from Indian Army, Kumaon Regiment along which consisted of 354 personals took part in this exercise. So which battalion took part? Kumaon Regiment from Indian Army, and Taradal Battalion from the Nepal Army took part in this particular exercise. Right? Do take a note of it. Apart from this, friends, if I ask you some more questions such as, tell me the first women to skydive from Mount Everest. First women to skydive from Mount Everest. Tell me the name of that woman. She is Sheetal Mahajan. Right? She became the first woman to skydive from Mount Everest. Right? Then which country will be hosting? Which country will be hosting second Voice of Global South Summit? Second Voice of Global South Summit. Tell me, which is that country? It is our beloved India, right? We will be hosting the second Voice of Global South Summit. Then CITIIS 2.0. This is an initiative. This was launched where and this was launched by whom? So this was launched in New Delhi and this was launched by Hardeep Singh Puri. Next tell me, which airport launched a sunflower initiative? Sunflower initiative. This was launched by which airport? It is Delhi airport, right? That they have launched this sunflower initiative. Correct? Then apart from this, tell me, where was the 42nd edition of India International Trade Fair inaugurated? 42nd edition of India International Trade Fair. Tell me, where was this inaugurated? It was inaugurated in New Delhi and in New Delhi to Pragati Maidan. Right? Then apart from this, where was a 2-day long Global Fisheries Conference? I repeat, 2-day long Global Fisheries Conference held. So where was this held? This 2-day long Global Fisheries Conference was held in Ahmedabad. Which is it? So remember, India, they have assumed the chairmanship of Global Sugar Industry Body, that is your ISO, International Sugar Organization, for 2024. So India will be having the chairmanship here, right? This news or this appointment of India as the chair or chairmanship of International Sugar Organization was announced during the 63rd edition of the council meeting of ISO. And where was this 63rd edition of the council meeting of ISO held? It was held in London, UK, right? Then apart from this, as the chair of the ISO, India will lead the global sugar sector and India will focus on uniting the members of ISO to adopt more sustainable practices in sugarcane cultivation, sugar and ethanol production, right? Apart from this, remember, India is the largest consumer. What is it? India is the largest consumer of sugar and second largest producer of sugar in the world, right? And in the global share, if we talk about, we have 15% share in the global sugar consumption and 15% global share in sugar consumption and 20% share in global production, right? Then apart from this, if we are we're talking about sugar, right? But if we talk about ethanol, so remember here India is the third largest ethanol producer after USA, Brazil, and on third number is our India. This news is also important. Correct? Why this I'm talking to you about this is because remember, recently India has achieved 12% ethanol blending with petrol in ESY 2023. I repeat, recently India have achieved 12% ethanol blending with petrol in ethanol supply year 22-23. Correct? Mark this also. This is important. And the target for the year 23-24 is 15%. If we talk about ISO, who is the executive director? Jose Orif, established in 1937, headquartered in London, UK, and 88 member are the countries here. And which country has recently been given the chairmanship of ISO? It is our India, and it was during the 63rd council meeting held in London, UK. And here you can see India is the largest consumer and second largest producer of sugar in the world with 15% share in global sugar consumption and about 20% production of sugar, right? Mark this. Also, India is the highest cane price payer to their farmers and manages to operate efficiently and remains profitable in the sugar sector. The National Sugar Institute in Kanpur, UP has extended their influence globally, collaborating with countries such as Indonesia, Nigeria, Egypt, and Fiji. Then, friends, apart from this, if I ask you, tell me, C. buckthorn. C. buckthorn, and we have done this in daily current affairs. It recently got the GI tag from where? From Ladakh. Right? They got the GI tag from Ladakh. Next, tell me, International Tourism Mart. International Tourism Mart. Where is it? Shillong. International Tourism Mart in Shillong. Then, which city has topped in the women-led startups? We are talking about city that has topped in women-led startups. Name the city. It is Bengaluru. Bengaluru has topped in women-led startups. Next, one more thing. Bengal Global Business Summit. We just saw the first question. Which was the edition? This is important and high chance. So it is the 7th edition. Right? Global Media Congress. Global Media Congress. This Global Media Congress has kicked off where? It has kicked off in Abu Dhabi. Global Media Congress. Right? Then what is the rank of India in the Global Uniform Ranking? Global Unicorn Ranking. What is the rank of India in the Global Unicorn Ranking? India ranks 3rd in the Global Unicorn Ranking. Right?
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is VICAS10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code VICAS10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.